Bottoms up mga classmates. This is Miles and with me are our other classmates from Maboteng Usapan podcast. We have Mark, Jumbo, and Robbie. Hello guys. Introduce yourselves naman.
Hey, Mark. Kumusta kayo dyan? Avid follower and fan of the team since 2014. So, follow UAAP sports, specifically for UP volleyball, basketball, tennis, everything that's, at least indoors para hindi tayo masyado maarawan. How's everybody doing?
Mainit sa labas no?
Mahirap na makulas.
Yeah. So, ayun. What's up? I'm Jamo. I'm an avid follower naman of the UP men's basketball team since 014 days. College pa.
Yeah.
Ah, Batch 04, UP Diliman.
Yun. Contemporary. Contemporaries tayo. Ayan, sige. Robbie, take it away.
Alright. Ay, Robbie, UP Diliman. Dito na rin ako sa UP Diliman. Tsaka, fan na ako since Benji Paras days. May
Wow.
picture ako may picture ako kasama si Benji Paras nung 3 years old ako. So, figure it out.
Anak ka ni Benji Paras? Ano
Hindi.
nangyari? Okay.
Anak sa labas.
May picture lang ako kasama si Benji Paras.
Anak
Nung
sa
sinabi
labas.
niyong batch,
Nasa UP pa siya.
Ah. Wait, nung sinabi niyong batch 04 kayo, graduate kayo ng 04 or nag-enroll kayo ng 04?
Enroll ako si 04.
Student number.
Student
Oh,
number.
student
Student number reveal pa tayo, guys. Student number reveal. Since nagsimula si
I
Jam,
think
Ayan eh.
you shouldn't reveal it kasi kayo eh. May privacy din.
data privacy.
Data privacy din.
Oh. Wag na, kasi yun.
Ayaw
Let's just say
lang
na,
mag-age reveal eh.
let's just say na during that time na nag-aaral ako, saka lang na-invento ang CSR.
CRS.
CSR, CRS. So yeah,
CRS.
my second year.
Different registration.
So it's been quite
Ako,
a while.
basta ako, sure ako contemporary ko kayo. Basta yung salita pero may overlap ang college days ko sa college days. At least si Jamo at saka si Rom. Sure ako. Di ba tatanungin si Mark?
Wag na ako. It's been a while.
Ayan. So, ayan, very interesting yung pasok natin agad in this episode. Ang dami natin pag-uusapan. First of all, mainit-init pa yung nangyaring quote-unquote trade between Salveda and UPN. So,
Yes.
last Thursday, si James Payosing, former finals MVP, season 99 from Salveda, lumipat ng UP. He announced his departure, and then just one day after that, after 24 hours, that's announced that he will be moving to the Salveda Red, which is why everyone's now talking about this trade. Although, I think, I'm sure you guys think the same way. It's just a coincidence. Like it's one of those things where things coincidentally happen. It's a perfect storm, but sometimes people read too much into it, and I think that's what's happening. But it's fun to talk about it on the trade.
Siguro
Just
pinlano lang
fun
ni Aldous yun to, stir controversy.
their conversations. Good PR timing yun, if ever.
Oo. Tiniming
Yeah.
lang niya yun.
What's your general feelings about that? I mean, about first Aldo's leaving, obviously, big thing. Key player din natin siya, key cog. Obviously, when Francis, for example, needs some rest, or when we need, for example, a little bit of length at saka agility in the court, he's always there. So, what do you think is gonna be missing? What are we gonna be missing from Aldous deciding that he's leaving?
His energy. Energy guy natin siya eh. Laging
Yeah.
Pag pumasok siya, laging hype lahat eh.
Totoo.
Oo, 'di ba?
Once he's in, yung makikita mo yung tao, may anticipation eh. Yung parang may bated breath. Parang yung mga tao, biglang yung hininga nila lumalalim. And nag-aantay na. Like, at least ako, admittedly, pag nandun siya, di ko kaya na wala siyang highlight eh. Parang dapat meron siyang highlight eh. Para may quota, para may emotional quota ka dun sa highlight.
Yeah.
Ayaw ba?
Alam mo, muna, before I say what I think, no, I'm happy for Aldous. Guy ko yan. I like na lumipat na siya and kahit malulungkot tayo na hindi na natin siya makikita sa games natin. Yun, I just want to say na I'm very happy for him. Ako, thoughts ko, for both Aldous and Payosing, may rason kung bakit ka lilipat, 'di ba? Hindi lang dahil gusto mong maging part ng lineup, rather you also want to develop yourself, 'di ba? It's a way for player development din. Hindi yung magiging stagnant ka lang sa kung anong ginagawa mo ngayon. So for example, si Payosing hindi siya nakaka-create, no? Pero pag siguro nasa UP na siya, he can develop himself into becoming a versatile all-around player, diba? Tapos si Aldous, pag lumipat siya ng Beda, I think it will be more than becoming yung life of the party, diba? Baka he can also do threes or maybe maliban sa dakdak, pwede na siyang gumawa ng mga shots sa within the paint. So, yun ang tingin ko. It's more about player development.
Yeah. For me, it's really hard not to root for Aldous, ever since we've been quite happy to have him in the team because he's coming from UPIS. So he's somebody that our kids, especially coming from the UPIS program, can look up to. That is a pathway towards obviously getting into the UAAP with hard work and obviously patience. You should be able to get your minutes as well. And I feel like now that he got the championship already, playing with his brothers in UP, probably is thinking about obviously his own future, diba? The things that he would like to achieve from a personal standpoint. And perhaps that's the reason why on the move. And the entire UP community is quite supportive of him. And I'm sure he's gonna do well. Historically, what they're saying is that most people naman that are from the UAAP who has done decent time will be able to at least stand out and contribute as well in an NCAA team. So even for any team, we'll be happy to have Aldous, even some teams that we might have in the UAAP. So all the best to him. It's sad not to see his energy in the court, as you guys said, because everything that every time he comes in, obviously he brings in the fight. He brings in obviously the energy to push everybody, and nakakamiss kasi he's really high flying. And yung agility niya, for example, and his leaping abilities is quite something to see. So at least, di ba, parang manonood na lang tayo ng GMA, I guess, every now and then, just to see perhaps some of his highlight reels again in YouTube. But I'm not gonna be surprised, obviously, if at least gets a Mythical 5 nod in this season, or even get MVP or regular
Agree.
POG. He's that type of
Agree.
person has that potential. Yeah.
Okay.
Mas matutuwa ako kung nasa Korean League na si Aldous.
Di naman malayo.
Japan.
That's true. He really has the potential to do abroad. And ang mamimiss ko kay Aldous, yung patience niya eh. Like, he knows, alam mo yun, parang he knows how to wait for the right time to strike, and he knows that he has to continually. Kasi yung difference lang niya from year 1 going into year 2, ang laki ng difference. Yung year 1, he couldn't even catch the goddamn ball. Whenever he gets a pass, sometimes he flubs it. Probably either excited or probably a bit of a hold feet.
Yung mga dunk niya dati na
na nag-miss.
nagmi-miss. Dunk na
Totoo.
di ba?
And then his second year, he came around. Actually, there was one game in his second year where he got the player of the game in the second round.
Uh-huh.
Because remember, there was this one game in the second round where he got the player of the game. So within a span of a year, he was able to improve himself. And there is no doubt in our mind that when he gets to the NCAA, because he will have a full year of residency to improve himself even further. Baka yung makita natin sa season 102 ng NCAA, eh, kakaibang Aldous na, baka pang MVP na. Who knows? I'm sure he's capable of it. So, good luck talaga, Aldous. We're wishing the best for you.
Yeah. Hmm. Sounds good. And if in any case, for example, you're playing very, very close to where we live, sumili kami every now and then. Especially if you're playing with RC at saka BIS. So, it's not very difficult to root for San Beda in those games naman. And I'm sure if in any case, malay natin, di ba, in the upcoming Phil Oil tournaments or even tournaments that we do have for the Pinoy Liga, we might see Aldous again. Might be difficult, obviously, watching him playing against another team, but at least obviously we know that he's gonna pave his way and carve his way, obviously, within the SEAA. So we have nothing but
Hindi ako
support.
magugulat kung tatambay si Aldous sa community court or
Yeah.
paminsan-minsan kumakain sa FKI Center.
Yeah. Yeah.
We miss him,
Pupunta
definitely.
yan.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Nakikita naman din natin some of our foreigner players, di ba, coming to watch. Sometimes humingi pa nga ng ticket sa mga players natin just to watch our games. So,
Yeah.
it'll be nice seeing him as well in our games.
Once a maroon, always a maroon. And once a champion maroon, always a champion.
Yeah. And that's one thing, obviously, that he is can achieve, di ba? Being a champion in the UAAP and the NCAA. So,
True.
only a few people has done that.
And he has the chance to do that.
Mhm.
Definitely. So, and in his place, the guy we're getting. We'll miss Aldous very much. We hope he could stay. But moving forward, though, we'll have a new player from the San Beda Red Lions. The team that Aldous is going to see, James Payosing. He was the NCAA Finals MVP back in season 99. Again, in the finals, no, against the Mapua Cardinals, he averaged 9 points and 12 rebounds. So, malaking contributor itong si James Payosing, especially in the finals. No, he's built a reputation for stepping up big in the games that really matter. No, so what can you guys say? Anong impression nyo kay James Payosing coming in? At least based on what we've heard or what's been reported. How do you think this guy can make an impact sa Fighting Maroon?
Ako, personally, I'm quite excited to see, obviously, how he'll be able to contribute as part of the team. I think him being placed or getting into the UP Fighting Maroons is strategic in a way because obviously in anticipation of our Maroon 5, hashtag Maroon 5, potentially departing in the next 2 seasons or so, we need obviously to fill the backcourt with some people with some experience perhaps and not all rookies. So Payosing might come in there and play that particular part together with people like BioLife in any case, right? People like maybe and somebody from the US. I'm not gonna name. If in any case that he chooses to join us, another person also. So a few people that and then also Andy Himao. Sinabi ko na rin yung name, di ba? Si Andy Himao and then si Ray Remogat also. So these are people that will benefit from somebody with championship experience from the NCAA, somebody that has been a contributor. Last season for him was not so stellar compared probably to the previous season when they went into the championship, and he actually got some criticism. Actually, I think bitter na lang din ang some of the people from their community of him leaving. That's the reason why they're pointing those out now. But I'm sure obviously with our system, because from what I understand, obviously somebody who fits well to a system and plays within a system. So that's something that Coach Gold perhaps will appreciate. And given obviously that we are losing a few guards in the next two season, he's somebody that can probably play and slot into that role. He's at a 2-3 ba? Tama ba? Or
Yeah, he's a 2-3 guy. Yeah,
Wing.
2-3
yeah.
siya.
Sa
So he'll
current
probably
lineup, kanino siya closest na yung laro niya? To
maybe
Raylan?
Rayland, yes.
Yes.
Perhaps
Yeah,
Rayland.
Rayland.
Perhaps Rayland.
Alis na rin si Rayland. Sakto
Yeah.
lang din.
Sakto no? Parang one to one ano siya correspondence
Aha.
Parang it's as if you're getting Rayland for another 2 years Parang ganun, kind of feels like that. And si Payosing actually no, yung going back to his stats ng finals. Take note this is a 6-2-2-3 yung laro niya, pero he averaged 12.7 rebounds. That's huge rebounding numbers for a guard. So makikita natin yung Raylan Torres strain nga no in him in a way na even considering na hindi siya ganong kalakihan na player, kaya niyang makipagsabayan sa mga player na mas malaki sa kanya. So, he can really slot into that role comfortably in the UAAP.
He's a dog. Like
Yeah,
Rayland.
definitely.
Definitely. He has that
Dito Rayland.
Yeah.
Ayun.
No?
Okay, next.
So, well, for James Payosing, no, we're really excited to see you. Hopefully, we can catch you in our upcoming games. Actually, yeah, it's a good transition to our next topic. I think James Payosing was initially included sa PubMat no ng Pinoy Liga for UP's lineup in the next month
Umabot
cup,
ba
and
siya?
then it changed Parang mabilis siyang nilagay doon, and then after a few hours, iniba nila yung PubMat, and they changed the name. So nawala siya dun sa pinaka last version ng PubMat na
So ano
yun.
yung nag-assume lang yung graphic designer ng Pinoy Liga?
Yeah,
Wishful thinking.
baka likely.
Ay nako.
Baka na-hype.
Mm,
Tingnan natin ang benefit of the doubt, na-hype.
excited.
Na-excite. I mean, who wouldn't be excited no to see James Payosing in action, and maybe we can catch him soon sa Pinoy Liga. Right now, the Next Man Cup is ongoing, and as a matter of fact, we've had 3 games. The last one was last Saturday, but before that, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've also had 2 games. Unfortunately, we are currently at 0-3. However, the silver lining here is that progressively gumaganda yung performance natin. Yung margin, yung losing margin natin with each game has improved. Until this last game we're in, it was winnable actually. And we watched live no si Mark and Robbie. So what can you guys say about our team's performance during the game last Saturday?
Yeah, I was happily surprised. I was not expecting a lot. Obviously, given that they put in names, finally we have our lineup for the Pinoy Liga. It just came out, I mean, after, 2 games and a day before perhaps the actual third game. And they've included a few names that we're quite familiar with coming from Team A, people like Chico Briones, Sean Alter, Seven Gagate, Russell Ugana coming from LaSalle, who's expected to play on 89. Francis Nuroka, who has been constantly playing with Team B and potentially might crack Team A, Dikachi, and then also Denzel Walker. Obviously, originally we did have Rapayosing there, but they took him out. So the likes of those names perhaps would be able to play in the coming games, but for this game, they weren't there. So I was thinking, I was hoping that perhaps they'll probably be there, maybe not all, maybe some of them, given that they got to announce it, but still they did not play for this game versus we had LPU, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So during this game itself, it started pretty slow, especially for us. LPU did get the lead, and I think it shows obviously that they probably playing a little bit longer together. But the good thing is about the team about is I think they played differently. They changed their strategy. And I think this is something that's something that we're going to be stating at least during this episode. Also, a surprise, and also somebody that stood out really from our team is somebody called Cedric Ong. And he played really, really well. He had good command of the court. From what I understand, he's on his first year in UP in an engineering course. I'm not sure
Wow.
if he went to BAAS. Um, or if he passed UPCAT, but regardless, he played really, really well. And to a certain degree, I think some opinion, I think from the T or the people that were watching is that he can probably crack Team A if he continues playing way, as we are also looking at a few guards maybe departing us in the next two season. He has really good leadership skills, and he has that, he's a dog also. I mean, he has a good command of the court. So I'm not sure if that translated, Jamo, during the time that you were watching on court, and if what the commentators were saying.
Naabutan ko yun, third quarter na eh.
Yeah,
When he was hitting clutch shots.
yeah, he
Unclocked
was
clutch
indeed.
shots.
And it was indeed obviously had a good command of the court. Every
Uh-huh.
time that we're going down to our side of the court, and they're really playing the ball so that in the end it's gonna be in his hands to make a point. And every time that we made a run, it's because he's within the court. So kudos to him, and kudos to the team, obviously, for that fighting spirit. And good job also for the coaching staff, obviously, maximizing the talent that we do have as part of the team to make it really, really competitive. We had a chance to win that. Maybe a few minutes in, poor, maybe poor decisions here and there, shot
Mhm.
selections here and there. And obviously, they made a lot of clutch threes also.
Yeah.
We had very good shooters as part of that LPU team, so kudos to them as well. But a very good showing, at least for the team. I mean, they really showed their talent. And if I were the coaching staff of UP, hold on a little bit tighter, at least for that Cedric Ong guy, because he's gonna probably get a lot of minutes from us. He's gonna be showing a lot of good plays
Mhm.
for the next few games. And another NCAA team or another UAAP would happy to have him in their roster, actually, to fair and honest. But good. I mean, I'm happy to see that we do have talents such as him coming out of Team B and showing his stuff and be able to, play. But that despite not having be in Team A, in Team B, he's shining really, really well. Can possibly elbow some of the other guys that were included or has been relegated to this team. Those that I've mentioned earlier, if he
Mhm.
continues playing this way. That's my thoughts.
Very interesting yung summer na to, no? Yung upcoming summer. Because it's really nice that there's people like Cedric Ong who are coming from Team B and actually look like they have a legitimate chance to knock off some of the guys in Team A, or at least challenge them, no? Give them a run for their money. And this is all good actually for the development of our players, because the competition will naturally help them to inspire them to become even better versions of themselves coming to the next. So we're really excited and we're hoping for the best from them. Any other impressions, guys?
Dagdag muna natin yung yung stats.
Anong stats niya?
While team leader nga si Cedric Ong sa points siya sa assists with 25 points and 5 assists. Wag natin kalimutan si Jelo Canilas. 7 rebounds. Siya rin sa leader sa blocks. Tapos si Paulo Galotera din. Leader din sa steals. Alam mo, tingin ko, yung game sa Pinoy Liga, yan yung test whether kaya mong i-break yung slow start barrier. Tapos after nun, pag na-prove mo na sarili mo, pwede ka nang mag-elevate from team B to team A. Marami, 'di ba? Maraming pwedeng umakyat eh.
Also,
What you think?
what about this Karma kid?
Si Karma, oo nga.
Oo, anong stats niya?
Teka, wala dito eh. Teka.
Sipag eh. Sipag.
Icarb, 12 points. 12 points. Oh, sipag din yun.
Sipag
Yeah, Karma is the
kinda
6'5" guy.
reminds me of ano, yung build niya is kinda similar to Mark Belmonte.
Mark Belmonte. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has those gangly arms,
Yes.
which are really helpful on defense. Totoo. Ang laking bagay ng wingspan eh. Kasi
Oo.
even if in basketball, kahit hindi ka ganun kakatangkaran, pero yung effective height mo, nadadagdagan siya ng wingspan. Kung mahaba yung galamay mo, may natural advantage. Especially dun sa positions na yun, no, yung naglalaro sa ilalim.
Yun. Yun. Continue na.
Mm. You were talking about another player that has a good wingspan. Who was that?
Yeah.
Mm.
Ano
So,
first
as I
name?
was
Ano
saying,
first name nun?
Renji
Renji.
Ekarma,
Renji Ikarma.
6'5" from Iloilo.
Oh, 6'5". Okay. Parang Mark
But yun eh,
Belmonte nga.
tatagdagan. Yun, parang Mark Belmonte. Like, essentially, Mark Belmonte body type. Siguro hindi lang kasing physically mature ni Belmonte. Kasi in fairness kay Belmonte, ano siya eh, no? Nag-bulk up siya eh, kahit papano. Which is demanded of him dahil ang lalaki ng mga batay niya. Nakita natin ng rookie siya, nahirapan din siya. Makapagbagaan sa ilalim because of the lack of effort. But ito si Ekarma, going back to Ekarma, he has a lot of potential. But he has to get stronger, basically. Doon siya natatalo eh, doon sa tulakan sa ilalim. Like, he makes up for it with his great wingspan, which gives him a lot of potential and makes him functionally taller than he actually is. However, the strength also has to come along at some point, and that's really going to help him compete for a spot in the JLR. He could rebound, score inside.
Oh, sipag niya sa rebound eh.
So, on both ends of the floor.
Yeah. Especially yung mga offensive rebounds niya.
Yung offensive rebounds are part of how we stay alive. Eh.
Oo.
Tapos yun, si Galotera naman. Si Galotera's also very good. After Ong, I believe, at least based on the eye test, si Galotera seems to be the next best scorer to the team after Cedric Ong.
12 points.
Scored 12 points, no? Guy can shoot outside, pero flasher talaga siya. That's his special. He can really find his way to the basket from the outside. Very deceptively quick and athletic for someone. Yeah. So, si Galotera, someone to watch out for. I believe he came, tama ba guys? He also came from the UPIS program.
Correct. Yeah. Came from the UPIS program, played with Aldous together with Canillas. Yeah. So, they are the people that are actually scoring really, really well. Kasama pa nila, one of the Dilianos, I think, during that time also. Before, I think he moved to Ateneo. So,
Jordy.
Si Jordy.
Si Jordy. Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's a good tournament, Pinoy Liga, especially for us to be able to, try out some of our talent. And it's a good decision also from Coach Golden team, for example, to bring in Dikachi there, Denzel there, Chico there. Because as you would see naman sa Pinoy Liga naman, very, very physical. And they really run the ball, diba? Parang shorter players, so they tend to run a lot more. So, I mean, people like Chico, people like Denzel, for example, they're looking more minutes and would like to make sure, obviously, that they're game ready. This will be the chance for them, obviously, to do that. And chance also to stand out, build a little bit of confidence, because given that they're coming from Team A, they should be the ones who stand out. And they should be the ones who's going to be carrying the team. So it's an opportunity for them, obviously, to show their wares so that they can carry such confidence also coming to, our mother league or the leagues later when they'll be able to play with the other team A members.
Ito yung parang G League natin.
Parang ng NC. Kumbaga kay MBG.
Oh,
Oh.
para ma-excite yung mga titos and titas. Diba? Titos and titas, upbeat, wear your pride.
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
correct. Titas, if you have the time, please watch support our team players. Go to Enderon Gym. Although I've been told nakausap natin si Sir Benny Benitez of Pinoy Liga, and he said that they're trying to have some games at UAR University in Quezon City. So,
Mm.
if
Yun.
any of you live near the UP Diliman campus, that's a great
Isang
place
tumbling
to watch the
lang.
team live.
Correct.
Oo.
Tumbling
Umiyak
ka
ka na
lang.
po. Isang
Apot
tumbling
yan.
na talaga. Sa inyo dalawa ni Rocky,
Tricycle.
sa tumbling na lang.
Isang tumbling
Oo.
lang sa...
Oh,
Isang tricycle lang.
Kapagyaya pa kami. Hindi
Yun
lang
nga.
tumbling.
Yung tumbling niya, may
Kapit
kasama pa
bahay.
Ilang games pa tayo during the elimination rounds? Do we still have at least 2, 3 games?
2 yata. No?
Ito.
Ano ba?
Standing. We still have, so we've had 3 games, we still have 2. Still have 2. Kasi 6 yung teams sa group edge. So, just a recap, no? In our, the tournament is divided into 2 groups. In our group edge, we have College of St. Benilde na undefeated pa at 5-0. The Guangming College Flying Dragons with a 3-1 card. The Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals with the 1-1 card. The LPU Pirates, the team that we just faced last weekend, they're at 1-3. Then the Enderon Titans are 1-3. And finally, the UP Fighting Marines at 0-3. Itong Enderon Titans, guys, we were able to catch them last Saturday. We caught a glimpse of the Enderon Titans. They're a very interesting team. The Sean Chambers, he was there. So, just a side story, anecdote from last weekend. Sean Chambers, the head coach of FE, he was there. He came with his friends, Coach Lim, Frankie Lim of San Beda, before they watched the game. Walang FEU dito sa tournament na to, but they came. So, what do you think, guys? Is scouting, and if he is scouting, with
Scouting.
is he scouting? Kasi ang pinanood niya yung Enderon versus Benilde game. I think it's not so much Benilde that he's watching.
They're enjoying the game. They're enjoying the game.
Alam mo,
Enjoying the game.
pirata rin tong si Sean Chambers eh.
Yeah. Hold on to that, Cedric Ong.
Mm-mm.
I mean, Sean Chambers has a lot of new players. I mean, coming from their high school, diba? Coming from their high school program, and he's
Also
probably
from the US.
on the US. So he has a mix of, I mean, rookies maybe on their second year, and then he has a mix also of players from the US who doesn't know probably or perhaps doesn't really know how to play Philippine basketball. Who is the seniors that wala na halos? Sino who's this other player na they do have pero lag na injure? Si
Cholo Año
Cholo
si
Año Nuevo
Yeah.
sa kanya. So he's probably looking also for somebody that would bring a little bit of experience, a little bit of seniority into the team for this season. So it might not be, for example, for this term, kasi obviously if he poaches from the UAAP team, it will be for the succeeding season, but for the long term. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the reasons. He's probably scouting for talent in our team Bs.
Nag-enjoy sila ng game. Pumunta talaga sila ng Enderon kasi enjoy nila yung Pinoy Liga.
Just happened to be at BGC, ganun ba yun?
Exposure. Exposure yan to Philippine
Exposure while
collegiate
having fun.
basketball.
While having fun.
Baka naman consultant siya ng Enderon.
Di ba conflict of interest?
Hindi naman ano naman siya, UAP team naman siya eh.
Sabagay, sila magkalaban liga, no?
Meron naman mga ganun.
Totoo naman yun, and if it helps, yung coach ng Enderon, si Pipo Novoto, was a former FSA for FEU. So, I guess there's a connection there somehow.
Talaga?
Oo. He probably maintained relationships with the team. Siguro factor yun.
Okay.
Pero grabe, FSA naman. sa FSC na Enderon, pag hot take ko, if you bring Kenneth Umba of Enderon into the UAAP, I would argue na immediately nasa top 3 siya ng FSA. Like, he's up there with Momoe and Tungkara and Konad. I think, gano'n siya galing. Nakita mo, Robby, di ba?
Pero papalitan pa ba nila si Konate?
Sobrang
lakas
sobrang tangkad, ang bilis. Siya yung point guard.
Ang lakas-lakas ng Totga natin yun eh.
Grabe.
Isip meron silang sinusubukan, pero baka naman hindi na nila papalitan.
Siguro. Baka hindi na nila. Kasi nag-mythical 5 yung FSC nila last season. Even if some people would argue na nakuha niya lang yun dahil na-suspend si Tungkara, pero deserve niya yun eh. No one's talking about an asterisk eh. No one's putting an asterisk on that. Kasi even if statistically siguro sa kanya si Tungkara, di ba? Hindi siya nalalayo eh.
Unless,
diba?
Of course, if that player's from UP, lalagyan nila ng asterisk yan. For example, si Francis, nung nag-Rookie of the Year siya. Diba?
Truth only.
Nilalagyan nila ng asterisk kasi na-suspend tong si Momoe.
Tingin ko, deserve naman ni Francis yun.
Oo.
Magaling.
Oo.
Diba?
He had a lot of great moves.
Oo.
How does it feel to be champion? How does it feel to be champions again? It's been, a few months out. Tagal, 1 year tayo. Nakaka-bore. Parang...
Year natin to, guys.
Sino ulit nag-champion?
Tayo
right. Tayo pala champion.
Minamadali yata nila yung Lasal din para magkaroon ng championship feeling kasi Team A na ang niline up nila sa Pinoy Liga. Tapos meron pa silang Asia Basket. Gusto nila maka-relieve uli ng trophy.
To all the UP haters.
Tama na, oo.
1 year pa. May 1 year.
May 1 year pa kami. So, pasensya.
Sorry.
Subject to renewal. May balang kaya mag-renew ng subscription sa feeling na to.
Totoo yan. Marami tayong naririnig na obviously ng mga side talk, insider talk about things that are being done in the background. There's a lot of, Payosing was just one of the news that came out, at least about our recruits, but I'm sure there's going to be more in the coming months, in the coming weeks, especially leading up to the main tournaments that we do really participate in, like the Phil Oil. Maybe, I don't know, we're going to go to Taiwan and defeat everybody again, maybe. Another one of those tournaments.
BLIA.
So I'm sure there's going to be more news that will be coming in. Quite excited, obviously, with our players that might got injured, should have played already in the previous season. Seeing, for example, on how they're improving or how, for example, they're doing. Looking forward also for them to be playing, people like, Josh Coronel, Seven Gagate.
Yes.
Seeing, for example, on the Wares, for example, and how they will be contributing to the team. So it's a different mix. It's perhaps the final season that we will have with our Maroon 5, the remaining of our Bullpups, twice champions, possibly 3 times champions. And if in any case, do you feel like, obviously, now that most of them are a 2-time champion, and if they become 3-time champions, they will be legend within UP, probably surpassing the team that first won our championship, given that they're probably going to be the one who probably brought the winning era for UP. So last year, it might be very, very emotional, at least for the next year when they do, for example, leave the court, given what they've done for UP. But it's a long way there. What pa rin natin ang championship ngayon?
Namnamin mo na natin to. And we'll be there along for the ride. Eventually, up to the time when it comes. But until then,
enjoy muna. Kasi once na dumating yung panahon na it's all about defending the championship, medyo nakakangarag na ganyan. Pero sa ngayon, Happy muna tayo.
Mga titos and titas, walang ginawa, buong araw ko hindi. Basta may picture na galing sa practice report, talagang nagbibilang, no? Nag-attendance check na na-trauma sila kay Aldous. Nung may mga hindi pa rin over kay Aldous. Nagbibilang. Sabi, sino yan? Si Janjan ba yan? Nagpagupit lang? O, si Janjan yan. Kahit na 2 pixel, kilala nila kung sinong player yan. Maniwala ka. Tapos pag meron lang nagbago ng gupit, sino yan? Bago bang FSA yan? Diyos ko. So, yun ang mga tips namin, no? Every time na naglalabas ng pictures, for example, ng Fight Club, or sino agad yung mga pictures, sino yan? Sino yan? Ano yan?
Si
Sino
Francis.
yan? Nasaan si
Mga
Francis?
story ng Better Basketball.
Yeah, nasaan si Mark Belmonte, di ba? Ganyan, or di ba? Check nyo mga vlogs, di ba? Lalo na ni ating Mr. Vlogger, si Chico Briones. Silip-silipin sa weight room, di ba?
True.
Oo. Sino tong nagbubuhat ng sobrang bigat na nasa likod, di ba? Or mga kinokomenta nila sa Facebook. Bakit ang dami pa ulit-ulit nila binabanggit itong player na to sa Facebook? Ina-call out nila. Nag-imbestiga pa tayo kung ano ang true name niya.
May saludo eh.
Oo. Bakit ganyan na to?
Haba mga comment sa ilalim eh.
Oo. And from what I understand, this is true, no? Confirm me with this true, di ba? Parang may mga insiders, coaches within the community, when they speak of a particular player na hindi na mention, quietly they know kung saan napupunta itong player na to. At hindi na nila pinapakilaman dahil sarado na. Kumbaga, na-rope in na yan. Na-rope in na yan ni Coach Gold at ni Coach Bo. Wala na, I'm sorry. No, sarado na yan. But alam mo, sabi nga nila, until wala pa tayong, ano yung sa enrollment natin, iba-iba kasi Form 5.
Form 5.
Wala pang Form 5, hindi pa nakakandado sa UA. Hindi pa natin.
To qualify, paid Form 5.
Paid Form 5, tama ba yan? Oo.
Form 5 o Form 5A, diba?
Hanggang ma-stickeran yung ID.
Tama. Hanggang ma-stickeran yung kotse na binigay. Ay, joke lang. Walang gano'n. Basta, willing ang mga titos and titas magsundo at maghatid. Wala namang issue dyan. Saan ba yan? Iloilo? Cebu ba yan? Willing! Sabihan niyo, tawag lang kay ka-attorney, may mga contact. Susunduin po yan. No? Sasalitin po natin yung bus ng Lasal or ng Ateneo, di ba? Si Coach Tab lang yan. Kaya natin yan. Kilala natin mga government officials dyan. Ay, boss ko ng ticket. Ay, ano na yun. Kaya yan. Malaki ang network natin, no? Iba naman yung mga kinuha natin sa Kabanang Bayan. Joke lang, walang ganon. Kaya tayo na is, wala po tayong ganon. Marami po tayong supporters.
Alam nyo naman, maraming ano dyan.
Naramdaman ko na ang ininom natin. No?
Robby
tahimik si Robby, ayaw niya ma-implicate. Tinan mo.
Well, wala. No comment.
Wala naman tayo binanggit na player. Basta
wala naman.
Hi Andy, kamusta ka dyan? Enjoy ka lang dyan. Patient ka. So, yun lang. Ang dami ko ng ayoko na. Baka ma-block na. May band-aid ka sa ulo? Ano ba yung Robby?
Sorry, Cap. Yeah.
Ay ka lang, Robby.
So, anticipate ko lang, doon sa mga susunod na episodes, I think marami tayong mga topics na naka-line up no? I think briefly, nagsistart na rin tayo para magkaroon ng konting guesswork about the lineup. Hello! So, may mga too soon, pre-pageant, pre-arrival, di ba, hot take na lineup para sa atin. 16 tayo, no? 16 plus 2. So, marami tayong players, potentially, for example, for season 88 that we can go ahead and consider. A few more, perhaps, na pinag-iisipan nila Coach Gold, Coach Bo, kung saan tayo may gap. But, quick thoughts, alam mo yan, may gap pa ba tayo?
Gaps. Kung yung iniwan nila, May.
Yun.
May and Q eh. So,
may and
hindi ko nakikita yung gap sa 88. Ang nakikita ko yung gap sa 89.
Oh, actually.
Yun talaga.
Kasi core ang mawawala eh. And new ball
Remoga tayo makukuha. And as a matter of fact, been having daw solid practices in the gym. A lot of people, especially outside of UP, they how quickly they forget na itong si Remogat was number 2 in the MVP race, season 86. Only behind KQ, So it's really that good. He'll be coming into UP playing with better teammates. So what that means is yung mas marami siyang mapapasahan na magaling, who can convert. And at the same time, dahil hindi na siya yung sole focus ng depensa, he can do his thing even more with more freedom. And that's why we will miss and we're also ready to enter a new chapter. Our new point guard, Ray Remoga. Will be really exciting.
Yeah. Sabi nga nila, alam mo yun, we are in the era that we do really have an embarrassment of talent as of the moment. It's really going to be up to the coaching staff, specifically how to maximize this. I think, yung fear natin, Robbie, about the, mawala tayo ng Maroon 5 or whatsoever. Meron tayong mga conspiratorial discussions in the background that I don't want to, I don't want to lift here. Pero maybe siguro later on, if it's looking like, for example, that it's a possibility that they really, for example, play around with our lineup, then perhaps we can go ahead and discuss it. But we do have an embarrassment of talent as of the moment. I guess Ray is a good fit there. The Q question, for example, are we going to be fulfilling? Are we seating, for example, another somebody on the 5 position? Perhaps that will be fulfilling Q's maturity. Q was indeed a difference maker, especially during that final series for us. So, and I mean, on the opponent side, they still have Motor Mike there. Alam mo yun, playing his last season. I think he's the only one remaining of his first when he started playing, right, on that particular patch. So, do we have the tools and the resources perhaps to match up to Motor Mike or the other FSAs also that we do have? NU might be coming in strong this year also. They missed out on doing really, really well for the season just because they got their FSA injured. Had their FSA was not injured, I think they probably would have made a run. Maybe even, elbowing out one of those Final Four teams that we currently have.
Kaso tingin ko sa NU, they have to choose another FSA kasi yung recovery nito ni Diasana might be too late para ma-integrate siya dun sa team just in time for season 88, right?
Yeah. They have one good one, diba, coming from their high school program.
Si Colin Zakowe.
Yeah, is he eligible na 88?
Yeah. I think ngayon na yung last season niya as high school
They have a very good pipeline. No?
Virtually intact pa sila, no?
Yeah.
Kabat
sila
sino nung nawala? Si Baklaan lang ba yung nawala?
Tagal na rin wala sa Baklaan. Wala na siya last season.
So, Steve Nash,
Patrick
Lumamoy.
Oo,
Patrick
Yu nawala. Patrick Yu lang. Akala ko si Manansala last year na. May 1 year pa pala siya, no?
Oh.
Si Don Lim ata. Wala na rin.
So Lim at Yu. Tama, Lim at Yu ang wala na. Kasi yung Gulapa at saka Baklaan, okay sila before that.
Lumipat.
Most of the Adamson boys also has committed to Adamson already, no?
Yeah, they have.
Manzano.
Another program we need to look out for. Na might be, alam mo yun, spell. So,
andun pa yung Kambal.
Okay.
Ronzone.
Oh.
Uy, si Kobe. Kobe Divisana.
Si Kobe Divisana sila.
Oo.
Dentro kompetente.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a fun season then. A very, very fun season. I'm sure Ateneo is also doing their stuff to get back there. So we'll see, for example, in what elements. They probably need a lot of bigs. They probably need a lot of 4 and 5s. But we'll see, obviously, how they can fill those vacancies. It's still a very, very long preseason. So I'm sure Coach Tab will do his work his magic towards that. So fun. New coaching staff also for UE. So talks also of people leaving that program. We'll see if eventually they keep their core. So fun.
They have lots of things to be excited for because Coach Chris Govina has a lot of links sa Philam Nation, which is usually one of the sources of our players. Bela, going back to Lucero, mga ano yan eh,
Mm-mm.
mga
Standouts yan.
Philam Nation standouts yan. So, UE might be able to tap into that pipeline because of their new coach. So that's something to watch out for. And something that could also actually affect yung sarili nating pipeline of recruits because we might have viable contenders in sa recruitment wars on that front. So really, really exciting times coming ahead for the UAE.
Yeah.
So with that, we're looking forward to discuss all of that even more in our next episodes. And we're, we're really excited. Oh, so we're looking forward to discuss all of that and even more in our upcoming episodes. And we're really happy to have you, to welcome you in our show, the Mabuting Usapan Podcast. Hanggang sa muli, lagi niyo po tatandaan, no? Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to get more of the latest news affecting our UB Fighting Maroons, all of our sports teams, and the UAAP and college sports in general. So hanggang sa muli, glad
Yeah.
Cheers!
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.